Hey there everybody, welcome to the Ridge Motorsports Park. This is Marcus from Heel Toe Automotive. I've got my brand new TLX Type S and Tiger Eye at the Ridge. The weather here is gorgeous. You know, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Shelton, Washington. We're looking at about 95 degrees, so it's pretty warm. The track temp is going to be a little hot. This car's only got 1,200 miles on it, and we're going to see how it does right out of the box. Last time I was here was the first time I was here. We were driving the 2010 Acura TL 6-speed manual transmission and had a blast. I've seen people, reviewers on the track, they say it handles really great, it's very responsive, and it totally belies the weight and the numbers that you see on the screen. Just driving around town and some canyon roads, I can definitely tell you don't feel the weight with this car very much at all. It's very responsive and very fun to drive. It's got plenty of power out of the turns, and then SH all-wheel drive is sure to give me plenty of grip. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I feel like very optimistic that this car is going to handle great. My biggest questions are, is the steering going to be a little bit too overactive? It's a little touchy on the street. Also, how is the brake-by-wire going to hold up? It feels good and solid driving around, but you know, who knows on the track? How's it going to feel? Also, are the tires going to give up on me? This isn't the summer tire option. I don't have the lightweight summer wheels, so we'll see how these tires hold up to a few laps of beating on. I'm not really planning on beating on this car too hard though. I'm really just trying to take some easy laps to see how it feels. So we'll put some cameras on the car and get a good ride around and share that experience with you. Thanks for watching. 2 sessions and I'm all done. And so here's what I've found out about the TLX Type S. It is not a track car out of the box. The brake pads gave up on me halfway through the first session. It's not that they stopped working, but they definitely got overheated, and they've got a warning on the dash to slow down because they were getting hot. So they need better brake pads, totally. I don't know if I would still get that warning with better pads that were still working at higher temps. I guess that remains to be seen. I'll get some pads and figure it out. Also, the standard tires are definitely not performance tires. They're giving up pretty early too, just straight up squealing and howling the whole way. Now, I didn't reduce my temperatures or my pressures here at all. Normally I would have done that. That would have gotten me a lot of grip, better braking, better cornering, all of that. I just kept the standard pressure in there. I have a road trip to do after this, so I didn't want to have low air in the tires for that. But normally I would have lowered the tires pressure, and that would have helped a lot, I'm sure of it. Just the same, this car could really handle better brake pads, better tires, and I think I'm probably going to switch to 19-inch wheels, a little bit more sidewall. I think that'll give us a little bit more leeway in the corners. The little contact patch can maintain a little better as it pulls underneath when you're cornering. So anyway, all that beside the point. The car handled really great. Overall, the suspension worked well, but you could definitely tell that this isn't meant as a track suspension. Even Sport Plus is going to work really pretty well in twisty canyon roads, mountain roads. I've found great success that they feel really awesome on those types of roads. Out here though, you could really feel there's a lot of extra body motion that I could do without. Now, some of that I think was because I'm trying to manage the brakes the whole time. I was trying to manage them so that they wouldn't overheat and therefore braking a little early, maybe where I might not normally have been braking. And so I'm getting body motions that may not be there when I improve the brakes and tires. But I do think that an upgraded suspension would be a benefit at the track. There's a certain performance ceiling to this car, and that's it. As far as the power is concerned, I don't feel like the car is lacking in power at all. I just left it in automatic the whole time and let it shift itself in Sport Plus and the Sport mode in the transmission. And it did a pretty good job of it overall. There were a few times when it was upshifting or downshifting when I might not have wanted it to. Trying to manage a little bit of lag coming out of corners. It would have been easier if I was shifting myself. But this was sort of the maiden voyage, so I didn't really go down that path. Their car on the road doesn't have any turbo lag at all, but you can catch it off boost on the track, especially if you're on and off the gas in the corner, sort of the way I was trying to manage the brakes. So the jury is a little bit out on the transmission, but power-wise, the thing flies. You know, it never has any problem pulling out of a corner, pulling up a hill, whatever. I'm definitely having to back out to let people pass, so I don't want to, blow their doors off when they're trying to get around me. So any questions about the power, sure, more power is always great, but I don't think the car necessarily needs it right now to be a good performer on the track. It does need tires and brakes. Comfort-wise, the steering wheel felt great. The steering was nicely weighted. It never felt like it was too twitchy or too heavy. So I think they did a really good job getting the steering dialed in. It felt pretty confident. I could feel when the front tires were going to let go. I was pretty much riding them the whole time, so that was good to be able to feel that. As far as the seat is concerned, it doesn't do a really great job holding you in. I have a little trick where I yank on the seat belt with the seat back before I get going, and then I hold the pretensioner in place while I move the seat forward, and that kind of holds me in the seat better. That trick works great in this car and every other car, but the bolsters are not there to really hold you that well. I think the Alcantara keeps you from sliding, but you still kind of want to fall out the side a little bit. Yeah, overall, the car felt really great. It sounded great. I'm sure it looked great. Stay tuned for more TLX Type S content. I'll let you know what I go for brake pads and tires when the time comes. There's another track day next month, and I believe I'll be bringing this car if I can get it upgraded in time. If not, we'll bring a different one. Thanks a lot for watching, and be sure to subscribe so that you find out about all of our adventures with all the different cars we've got. Heel Toe is in your corner. Make sure your Honda shopping experience is everything it can be.